Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. As you can see, the CBR is back in the workshop. It's been at the tuning shop for a while and I've been on holiday. So what's happened since it's been at the tuning shop is power commander fitted, run on the dyno, tuned up. Don't know what the horsepower numbers are yet because I only picked the bike up today and I was in a rush and I didn't have time to go through things with the guy, and I'm going to collect the papers another day. But having ridden the bike for 35 miles so far to get from where it was to where I am, my goodness me, it absolutely goes like a train. Unbelievable. The mid-range is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, power commander, tune up, quickshifter fitted, which in the few times I've tried it works brilliantly. And I've had the fork legs rebuilt with K-Tech internals. I didn't want to use K-Tech internals, I wanted to use something cheaper. I wanted to really use YSS, but they don't do anything for these this bike. So I had to go with K-Tech, which was the least expensive option. I mean, I could have gone for Nitron or Öhlins, but this is not an expensive bike, so let's not go mad. Although, to be fair, I've gone mad. So, in the last few weeks, it's been like Christmas here, although other religious festivals are available, of course, with deliveries. So we have new foot pegs to go on the bike. We have new set of halogen light bulbs to go in the bike. Wheel bearings front and rear, because the wheels are coming off and they're going to be powder coated. The powder coating I've decided to go for is going to be yellow to match the tank. I've seen other bikes in these colour schemes with yellow wheels and they look really good, so that's what I'm going to do. First job is bobbins for the paddock stands, so that'll be the job for this morning, or this afternoon rather. Gear indicator needs fitting. New brake lines, HEL brake lines, or HEL, not sure how you pronounce that. A new YSS rear shock to go on. What have we got here? Galfa wavy discs and Galfa pads for the front. I've put I've put the same discs and pads on a Kawasaki Z900 RS Cafe, and they are brilliant, absolutely incredible stopping power. So lots to do. First job is put the bobbins on for the paddock stand so I can get it a little bit more secure on the lift. Strip it down, get the wheels off particularly because I want to get them to the powder coaters on Monday. Today is Saturday afternoon, so on Monday I want to get those to the powder coaters so that I can hopefully get them back by the end of the week and then get them to the tyre shop to get the new tyres put on. I've decided I'm going to go for Michelin Road 6s. The reason for that, ideally I want Bridgestone S22s on it, but the reason for going for the Michelin is because I've got a trip planned taking me to Romania on my own in May, June of this year, and the whole trip is about 5,500 miles, and I'm not sure that the Bridgestones will last the distance. I mean, the last thing I want to be is 2,000 miles from home and I've got a bald back tyre, even though I'll ride modestly. So I'm figuring that the Road 6s will give me more mileage and therefore I can get home with on the same rear tyre. So that needs doing. So the next thing is basically to get on with it. So I will. So wheels are off. Tomorrow I'll be stripping the bearings out, and Monday I'll be getting the tyres taken off by a friend of mine and then taking them to the powder coaters to be powder coated. Today the bobbins are on. Where are they? There's the bobbins holding the bike up. Wheels are ready. Now, one of the things that I meant to say before was the body kit, because of course the body panels, the fairing panels on this bike have seen better days. It's 22 years old, it's 19,000 miles. There's a few knocks and scratches. Now, originally I had thought I'll get it resprayed. I can get a sticker kit for the bike, I'll get it resprayed. So I've ordered the sticker kit. The respray was going to be around 1,500 quid, which is like way more than I really want to spend. So I ordered, reluctantly from China, a body panel kit that does the entire bike. Every single panel and the internal panels on the bike are included in this kit. It was 340 quid and I had to pay £68 import tax. Now, people commented and have said to me, the quality of the Chinese body panels is poor. Well, that they may have been, or they may still be. All I can say is the body panels, the fairing panels that I've received are equally as good as what is on the bike. They are extremely good quality. They're basically the panels and they're sprayed up. I've only found one blemish in the paint, which is just a hint of a run on a panel that you're not going to see. So that aside, I'm really pleased with them. I've tried offering them up to two panels that fit together and they fit perfectly. Now, of course, the acid test will be when they go on the bike. So obviously that it is to be determined whether they were a good buy or not. But obviously I've still got the old panels and I can still have them resprayed if I want to next year. So that's about it for now. Tomorrow I'll be stripping out the bearings, getting the wheels ready for powder coating. Once I get back from the powder coaters, having dropped them off, then I'm going to strip all the panels off the bike and start carrying on with everything else that needs doing. So stay tuned and I'll keep you up to date with what I'm doing. And in the meantime, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time.